A look there at a sold-out crowd that's been whipped into a frenzy. It's Game 3 of the National League Division Series between the San Francisco Giants and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And you got to figure here in a 5-game series, the odds are long for coming back when you're down 2-0. But hey, it's not impossible. Just think of the Giants and Reds in the 2012 series, or way back in 2001, the A's and the Yankees. Remember that? It can happen. So you can bet that these guys would love to finish the series off right here and now, so they can take a few days off and relax and maybe watch a little baseball.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now your 2016 Chicago Cubs.
Quickly now, we'll look at the two guys who'll get the ball here in Game 3. And here's how the visiting San Francisco Giants line up in this one. Steve, what's the focus for this lineup as they look to lock up the division series?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
John Lester gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, EK?
Well, guys, remember, he's not a lot of fun to face because he's got 5 pitches. As a hitter, you've got to worry about the ball coming in, moving away, the speed. He's a lot to handle when you're up at the plate.
And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, Anthony Rizzo is really the centerpiece for this Cubs ball club. Offensively, we know what he does. But defensively, he really holds this infield together. Very fluid over at first base, good soft hands, and has a good throwing arm as well.
Denard Span will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
And we are underway this afternoon as the first pitch is over for a called strike one.
First pitch, 105.
Here's a cutter that's off the plate, 1-1. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
And that's right where you want to be throwing those sinkers, but he's doing a good job at the plate of not chasing.
And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now.
Well, this is a good job to work the count from 0-1 to 3-1, and now he's really in the driver's seat to see a fastball.
Lester's ready. 3-1 pitch on its way. And he lays off, ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
Batting second baseman, Joe
Panik gets his first shot here with a man on following the leadoff walk.
And you know, guys, we talk about it all the time. Leadoff walks are so dangerous, and we'll see if they can take advantage of this one.
Tried to hold back, but this is popped up, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Oh, and 1 count, and the pitch. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about. You don't want to give this guy something where he can just roll over a ground ball and still get it into right field.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And he takes strike 3 cold on the fastball. 1 gone.
Well, a little surprising he wouldn't pull the trigger on that one right there. This isn't anything fancy. Just a right over the top 4-seam fastball. Absolutely frozen.
Buster Posey will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just 1 hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is going to continue to go south.
Runner goes for second. Lifted in the air out to right. Hayward is there. 2 gone.
Batting fourth, the first baseman,
Brandon Belt set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Next pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and he's behind 0-2 now. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. A runner on first with 2 away. Ground ball right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So a strong top of the first for the lefty John Lester. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. Thoughts, EK? Anyone stand out?
Well, of course, you have to like what Anthony Rizzo brings to this offense. He's a catalyst for this offense when his bat is hot. Just needs to keep having good at-bats.
Jeff Samardzija is on the mound, and he'll look to wrap up this division series. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, he's been what you would call a 4th or 5th starter. Got a career ERA of over 4, but he will give you innings, and he is dependable.
With a moment now, let's take a look at the defense for the San Francisco Giants. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, Brandon Crawford continues to get better and better each year. Won the Gold Glove at shortstop in 2015. Really just continuing his improvement from his days at UCLA. And also, he's got some of the best hair in all the game.
Well, there you see Dexter Fowler as he'll be the one to commence the action in the bottom half of the first. And this is taken outside for ball 1. That's inside. 2-0.
2-0.
2-0 pitch on the way. Oh, I bet he'd like to have that swing back. It's 2-1 now.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
To 2-2 now. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. And a splitter here, but he had a bit too much on it as this bounces up to the plate.
Well, when you have a guy 2-2, you can throw something out of the zone, try and get him to chase. But when it's that far below the strike zone, it becomes a lot easier to lay off.
And he looks at a cold strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Well, that's a very effective pitch right here. Just a little backdoor cut fastball. This thing doesn't have a whole lot of movement, but it has just enough to catch that outside edge for a called third strike.
Kyle Schwarber will dig in here, and it's been a series to forget for him so far as you see the numbers there.
And with these guys just 1 game away from going home, he may not have too many more opportunities to turn things around. He's got to make every at-bat count from here on out.
Shoots this one to first, but good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2.
Batting third.
And with 2 away now, we give you another glance at our up-to-the-minute playoff bracket. And here in this Game 3 of the division series, the big question is, will we see a sweep? Chris Bryant will get a chance here, and you see the numbers for the series. He just has not gotten going yet.
Now, and if they're going to get back in this series, they're going to need him to get back in the groove because this pitching staff has buried him so far.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Well, you know, you hear it all the time because it's true. First pitch strikes are so important. It really changes the complexion of the at-bat for not only the pitcher but the hitter as well, especially when you've got a good hitter up there.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. No problem over there for the baby giraffe belt, and that ends the inning. Nothing in the Cubby first. On to the second now from Wrigley with no score. Hunter Pence will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second. Lester gets the sign. First pitch on the way. They'll start the second with a curveball that's taken here for ball 1. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Yeah, Earl is a well-liked umpire all-around baseball by both pitchers and hitters. The reason for that, he's consistent, and his zone is kind of what you hope for.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
And that's not a bad spot. Just go ahead and stay out there. Don't come down the middle because we know he can hurt you.
Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Hit hard to short. Gloved by Russell. Throw to first to be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting center, shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
So the bases are empty with one man gone. And stepping in, the slick fielding shortstop, Brandon Crawford. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit.
I tell you, that one's coming in fast, but it's going out faster. Does he square this one up or what? You bet he does.
Standing in now, Angel Pagan, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. He'll go to the bag for one, and it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
You know, that's one that you just don't see that often. Safe at second base, but out at first. Just shows you the speed he has at first base that he was able to beat the throw into second.
Into the box now, Kelby Tomlinson, as he'll take a look at the pitch too low. It's ball 1. And now you've got a base open here with the pitcher on deck. Is this a workaround situation?
I think absolutely. With 2 outs here, no sense in giving this guy anything to hit if you can pitch to the pitcher instead.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Now a ball lined to the left side, but this is a foul ball. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Now a foul tip held on to behind the plate. Nice work there to get the punch out, and the inning is over. 1 left for San Francisco. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Anthony Rizzo strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
Yeah, he started to go up the ladder there, but then he realized in time that he wasn't going to get there.
Right side and right into the shift. And Belk will just take this one over himself for the out.
Batting fifth, second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Into the box now, Ben Zobrist, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And you know, guys, he's not quite as successful when he's batting left-handed in general. He tends to have more success from the other side.
1-0.
He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball. 1-0. Not close. 2-0. It's 2-0. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Pence is in his tracks now, and he's got it for out number 2.
Batting sixth, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Jason Hayward gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Into the windup and the pitch. And he lays off there. 1-0.
1-0.
And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
It looked like he was going to try to go the other way with that thing, but a wise idea there to try to hold up.
Bottom of the second here with no score. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. Set to deliver on 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, it's looking like this might be their best chance to get that first base runner out there. And really, this has been one of the few guys that's even been ahead in the count.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
Batting 7, the shortstop.
He almost got him to go around there. The question will be, did he break the plane? And show motion says that's awfully close. I don't know if you can definitely say either way, but he's going to take first base regardless.
Here's Addison Russell as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
And he's showing some real life with that fastball. That's a great spot on a 1-0 pitch.
And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
Frozen on the fastball. Never had a chance, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. We'll move to the third with no score. It's a great day for baseball here in Chicago as we welcome you back to Baseball on the Show from Wrigley Field. Jeff Samardzija set to lead off the third. 9-1-2 due up.
Well, it's always a tough inning when your pitcher leads off for you because most of the time the guys just flat out can't hit. But who knows? Maybe he can get something started here and help himself out.
Lester has his target. Here's the 0-1. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
It was kind of a delayed swing right there. He looked like he had to wait to see if it was going to be anywhere close, and now he's in a big hole.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And, oh, look out. Up and in and nearly took his head off.
He did not like that one bit. It's one thing to work in with the hard stuff, but don't do it around the dome.
And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
Bounced softly in front of the plate. Ross gonna have to hurry. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Yeah, and that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mass, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. As he swings and hits this one fouled off to the right and out of play. Oh, can't spot the cutter any better than that. 0-2 now.
And after walking him the first time around, he's all business here in the second at-bat.
Third inning, no score to this point. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And into center field as he's aboard with a one-out single.
Boy, you talk about a ball having eyes. First off, he's fortunate to get this one by the pitcher. It's not hit especially hard, but you'll see it get past second base where neither middle infielder can track it down. And it'll make its way into center field.
Here's Joe Panic. Span runs. Behind on that one. Now behind in the count, 0-1. He's running again. And he falls behind 0-2. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Tapped up the first baseline. And he'll just step on first here to take the sure out.
Yeah, you know, I think if you're more than a step or two away from the bag, your best bet is just to go to second with this ball. Here, he just takes a little too much time getting to the base to have a realistic shot at two.
Coming to the plate now, Buster Posey. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Here's the first pitch to him. And this is low, ball one.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
2 out here and a runner at second. And he misses low with it, 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Here it is. Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. Back with more from Game 3 after this. David Ross digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
Catcher, David Ross.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Do you even bother with anything else here?
No, I sure wouldn't. As a hitter, you're thinking, look for fastball, adjust for an off-speed pitch. And so far in this at-bat, he hasn't made any adjustments.
Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
2-2.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
You can bet they'd love a ball 4 here. Well, that would let this guy have a shot to bunt him over.
Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And it looks like that'll put him into the hit column here, as this is into left field, a base hit.
Yeah, an ideal setup here with the pitcher on deck. He comes through with a solid single to start things out, and now you give your pitcher a chance to bunt you over and make a productive out.
The pitcher, John Lester, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Looking to bunt here, but he can't connect, and that's the first strike.
Yeah, no surprise they had him squaring right there, and I figure he'll get 2 more shots to get it down.
Nobody out, runner on first. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Well, this is a nice job here of dipping himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike one. Line drive to center field, and that's in there, base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Whoa, that's what you call chuck and duck right there. This ball's going to come screaming right back at him. He doesn't have any time to get the glove up, and it gets safely on into center field.
Into the box, Kyle Schwarber, as Samardzija will get ahead of him here with strike one. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
The 2-1 on its way. Swing and a miss at a ball tailing out of the zone, 2-2.
Now with 2 strikes, he can put the ground ball on the back burner and really go after the strikeout here.
Runners are at first and third, 1 away. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Yeah, and that's a big second out right there, and that's going to keep that runner anchored over there at third base. So they may wind up not getting that first run across after all.
Chris Bryant stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
The 0-1. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
And we've seen guys swing at that 4-seam riding fastball up in the zone. But you're never going to get on top of that thing when it's up that high.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Reined in on to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. We'll head to the fourth, still scoreless. Back alongside Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, Matt Vasgersian, as it'll be Brandon Belt getting ready to lead things off here for San Francisco. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Gotta like the approach right here. He's basically saying, if you're going to beat me, you're going to have to take it to left field, because I don't think he's going to give this guy anything he can pull.
Got him.
Yeah, that's two really good breaking balls in that sequence. Here's the last one. And at the plate, he's probably thinking, I'm not going to see that same pitch again. But they go right back to it. They double up with it, and they get him to swing and miss again.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence, as he swings and pops this one foul off to the right, out of play. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit, 1-2.
That big curveball is not an easy one to take on an 0-2 count. That's a great job of holding off.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. To the bag with it himself is Rizzo for the out.
The batter, number 35, shortstop, Brandon Crawford.
Brandon Crawford is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Three and 0 now.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, two-way, you're just looking to get on base somehow, especially when this guy hasn't given you anything so far. So, at the very least, make him work out of the stretch and throw a few more pitches here.
Angel Pagan will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him, as that ends the inning. Giants leave one. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Anthony Rizzo is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Well, they still don't have any runs on the board yet, so getting this leadoff man on base would be huge.
Samardzija into the windup. Here's the first pitch. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Rizzo will head for second. And he will get in there safely with a double to start the home 4th.
Here's another look. This fastball's of the two-seam variety, running away from him at the plate. And if you try to pull it, you roll over it. Instead, he goes right with it and winds up with a double.
Ben Zobrist will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
First offering on its way. Too high, 1-0.
That's just another cut fastball, trying to work that thing back to the outside corner. But he's not getting that call right now, nor is he getting guys to chase it.
No runs, 3 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And here's a ball hit in the air. And reined in, 1 away.
Fly ball to left's not going to do you any good in this situation. Look, you got a guy on second and nobody out. If you take this to right field and advance a runner, then at least you made a productive out. Instead, this is just a waste.
Jason Hayward stands in. He's set. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit. The one thing he's shown so far, he's not afraid to work inside.
Yeah, with that base open right now, he shouldn't have to be afraid. If you do hit him, big deal. Get the next guy.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to second. Fielded by Panic. On to first, and there were 2 down.
That's just a textbook case right here. By not advancing the runner on that previous at-bat, that would have been a run. Instead, now you've got 2 outs and a runner only at third.
Addison Russell in now. He went down looking at his first trip to the plate.
And he was absolutely frozen with a good fastball, so let's see if he's a little more aggressive on that pitch this time.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Foul tip into the catcher's glove. It's strike 1.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch bang.
And this can be an unfortunate byproduct of having a guy out there that throws real hard. Sometimes even he doesn't know where it's going, and now he's worked himself into a pretty good little jam out there.
David Ross gets a shot here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 4th.
And a big 2-out at-bat right here. You know, it's still early in this game, but you don't want to have to look back on this as a major missed opportunity later on.
First pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Panic is there, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. Through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Kelby Tomlinson will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront, and this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Lester into his motion. First pitch on its way. And that's in there for strike 1. All right, 4 scoreless innings in the books. What's it going to take to push across our first run?
Well, I think both pitchers have really dominated so far. This is where getting the leadoff guy on is so key. You know, get the pitcher into the stretch, get him out of his comfort zone, then maybe your offense can go from there.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
I think we expected to see a well-pitched game coming in, and we got one. It's starting to look like the team who scores first might be the one who wins.
Jeff Samardzija stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
And this is part of why he's had a lot of success so far. He's done a lot of work on the edges and stayed out of the middle of the strike zone.
And a minimum effort at bat that time as the pitch is taken for a strike three called, and he'll go back to focusing on pitching instead. 2 away now.
Yeah, he's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Denard Span stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Here's a swing and a ball hit into the air to left center and shallow. Will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. Halfway home, still no score. John Lester will come forward now to start things out against his opposite number. And these two have matched each other pitch for pitch here through the first half or so of this ball game.
Yeah, I think we had an idea runs might be hard to come by. You know, maybe not this hard to come by, but both of these guys have been just about flawless so far.
Lays off 1-0. The pitch count there. One pitch into his fifth inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
First two pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
You've got a guy up there who can't hit a lick. I just don't know why you're not coming right after him with fastballs.
And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, I think 2-0, and you're the pitcher, you got to be taken.
Chased a bad ball up out of the zone. 2-2. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
Oh, I think you'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Count is full. Here's the pitch. And here's a slider. Strike three called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Well, yeah, but even though that's just going to go in the books as a strikeout, it was pretty expensive in terms of pitches. And when you think pitcher on pitcher, that's what you'd like your guy to go up there and do. At least give someone a babble.
Dexter Fowler will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Here comes the first pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. That's lifted the other way out to left. Pagan moves over. 2 down.
The first thing a pitcher does when he walks out of the tunnel here at Wrigley, he'll take a look at those flags and see which way they are blowing. I mean, this place, it can play like two totally separate ballparks from one day to the next.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in again. He lined out his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time up.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get back to the swing he put on the ball in his first at-bat. He got himself a nice, solid line drive that just didn't fall.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A shot down the first baseline. He dives, but he can't pull it in, and it's down the line into right. The throw into second.
Oh, that's just a nice play out there in the corner. You know, with most guys, this is a sure double. But he might even have hit this ball a little too hard because they can get it back into the infield quickly, and that's going to hold him to just a single.
Chris Bryant will dig in for a third time now. He's popped out and grounded out so far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a two-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
Now you got to regroup after the two-out single. You're in a dangerous spot in the lineup, so the inning's not over yet. Not by a long shot.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Tap fouled at home plate. Hit on the ground to third. He's got it. He'll go the short way to panic at second, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand one. Sixth inning coming up. Still zip, zip. Joe Panik will dig in for the third time now. He struck out and bounced out in his first two trips. First pitch coming. Here it is. Into the seats, 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Hit out towards second. Zobrist is there. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Another guy retired there. You see his pitching line to this point. It's phenomenal. Just 2 hits. Both of them are singles. He's hardly even been in trouble. Thorough domination so far.
Buster Posey will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
First pitch of the at-bat. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee-high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
And this is a strike 3 call. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
Not even the best players are immune to a bad call from time to time. I mean, to me, that's not a strike. Now, I think to him, that's not a strike either, but hey, the guy in blue, it's strike 3, and he's the only one that counts.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he'll swing and send a line drive out to right field. And that's going to get down in front of Hayward for a base hit.
And they're able to keep the inning alive as you check out the numbers on his performance so far. That's just the third hit he's allowed to this point. He's been pretty much in control the whole way.
Hunter Pence will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
Line drive to left. In there, a base hit.
And just when you thought this inning was about over, back-to-back hits on back-to-back pitches. You can't let your guard down even for a second against these guys.
Brandon Crawford will step in now as his guys look for a breakthrough here with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, and it's been a long time coming. They haven't done anything with their opportunities so far. Maybe this will be the time that they finally crack the scoreboard.
Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose. And it looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
And in a spot like this, first and second with two-way, that's where he's at his toughest on the mound. He'll bear down and start finding the corners of the strike zone. Makes it very hard for you to score runs off him.
Down and away, ball one. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Schwarber is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Giants leave a couple. We are still scoreless. Anthony Rizzo gets things started here in the 6th for the hometown team.
Well, they still aren't even on the board yet, so this leadoff guy needs to get on so they can manufacture a run.
Samardzija has his target. Here's the pitch. Well hit, but right into the teeth of the shift. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Nicely done there at short as you see him ranging to his left. He takes it on his forehand side and then flips it to first for the out.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As he'll swing and lift the foul ball off to the left and out of play. 0-1 pitch on its way. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Boy, he is putting on a clinic out there right now. These guys don't know what to look for.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Zobrist is retired, 2 down now.
Oh, this one could have been trouble. But that's a nice play behind the plate to clear himself of the runner and then make a good throw on to first base to get the put out.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As Samardzija will get ahead of him here with strike 1.
Boy, he is just wearing guys out with that two-seam fastball. I don't care if it's inside, outside, he's really hitting his spots well.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Hit the target, but this is low. 2-1. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Hayward takes as that pitch misses for ball 4. He'll take the walk.
Now batting, shortstop,
Addison Russell will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk. From the stretch. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Hot shot on the ground is short. Backhanded. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Make it 6 shutout innings as he continues to give them fits out there. On to the 7th now in Game 3, and we still have no score. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. On to the 7th now in Game 3, but before it gets underway, we take a look at our game summary through the first 6. Angel Pagan will stand in here to start the 7th. EK, it's been a pitching and defense afternoon all throughout.
Yeah, neither starter looking like he's ready to blink. And neither one of them looking all that tired just yet.
And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball 1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Fowler. And he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
And we get a look there at his pitches by inning. He's at 81 now after that last pitch, so he should be good for a little while longer.
Kelby Tomlinson stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
First pitch curveball runs in a bit too tight. It's ball 1. That evens it up 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Now a fastball that just misses here as the count moves to 2-1.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. Now, he's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
Now a cutter down around his shoe tops as he hops out of the way.
He knows the drill out there. You got to make him swing the bat. Cannot be giving up walks at this stage of the game because those could be fatal.
Hit to third. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the second out.
Well, I think the key to this play is that he never panicked after he bobbled the ball. So he knows right where it is. He regathers himself and still makes a good, strong throw to get his man.
In now, Jeff Samardzija. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Giants down in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. David Ross We'll dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Yeah, putting the ball in play, sometimes that's half the battle.
And now the Giants are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Oh, good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Samardzija gets the sign. They'll try to put him away here on 2-2. Smoked on the ground, left side. Throw on to first, in time, 1 away.
Now batting.
And that slider's been an effective pitch for him, no doubt. As you take a look there, what his pitch breakdown looks like so far.
John Lester will buy himself another at-bat, and in turn, he'll get himself a nice little ovation for the work he's turned in on the mound so far.
He's been great. This is an appreciative crowd. They like what they've seen, and I don't blame them.
Out in front of it, strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Yeah, he's definitely still bringing it. It's the 7th inning, and we're still hearing the catcher's mitt snapping all the way up here.
Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And another foul ball. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. And he makes the throw to first. Lester is retired, 2 down now.
And in a tie ball game already, that would have been a tough way to let the go-ahead run get on base. But luckily, this is a nice play behind the plate to make sure that guy doesn't get down to first.
Here's Dexter Fowler now. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Yeah, just a nice job of hitting that time. You can see he's got a strong top hand there, and he just hooks this one into the hole for a 2-out single.
Kyle Schwarber will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
And the first pitch here is below the knees, but he gets him to chase it, and it's 0-1.
I think a lot of pitching coaches would like to see that first pitch strike ratio better than about 60%, but that's what he's got going for him tonight, and he's pitched very well.
Set to deliver the 0-1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. Two out with the possible go-ahead run at first. That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2.
He's closing in on putting up yet another 0.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now.
Boy, a 2-out single. Now nearly a hit by pitch. You've got to be careful right here not to let this inning get away from you.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. It'll be Denard Span to lead us off when we return. And we still have no score. And there is Denard Span. He'll look to get something going here in this scoreless ball game.
Number 2.
First delivery to him on the way. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
Oh, he's really kept himself in the game here by throwing first pitch strikes to about 70% of the batters he's faced. That's kept him in the ball game and kept his team in the ball game.
Grounded back up the middle. Played on the backhand. Throw in the dirt to first, and he can't come up with it cleanly.
Maybe a turning point here in a tie ball game. They catch a break, they get the infield single on this ball. Now what will they do from there? They've got tons of options.
Joe Panik will stand in for the 4th time now, still looking for his first hit of the ball game.
And he's not the only one either. This has been a great pitching performance so far, and they've had these guys chasing their tails all game long.
Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Schwarber will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out. Our line score there says it all to this point, or if you prefer, it doesn't say anything. Nothing our score as you start to wonder if anyone's going to play to run in this one. Buster Posey will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Lester sets. Here's the first pitch. He'll start in with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1.
And even though on the mound he's had his way with him, this is a dangerous customer. So don't get to thinking you're bulletproof out there.
There he goes. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. Not in time as he steals second.
Boy, I think he's pretty lucky to get in there safely on this play. It's a decent jump, but I think a good throw might nail him down there. Instead, you see it's wide of the mark, off to the shortstop side of the base, and he's able to beat that tag to get in safely.
Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Zobrist over to his left. Throw gets him. 2 down.
The first baseman, number 9, Brandon.
So a runner at third. 2 men are out. And standing in now, the left-handed hitting first baseman, Brandon Belt. He pulls this one into right, and that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Now batting.
With that base hit, he drives in the go-ahead run, and he is excited, and he's got every right to be.
Here's the right fielder, Hunter Pence, as he'll take a look at ball one. Coming up on the century mark in pitches now through the first 7 2/3. And this is a fastball that's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
And to me, this just looks like the classic case of a guy who's given it his all this afternoon, but he's just flat out of gas.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around third, Belt heading for the plate. In to score is the runner from first. It's a 2-0 ball game.
And that could turn out to be a very big insurance run right there. That makes this a 2-run game now. And the way their starter's pitching, he may not wind up even needing it. But at least it gives him a little bit of a cushion out there.
Brandon Crawford takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Your attention, please.
So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here.
Travis Wood.
Brandon Crawford will be his first assignment upon entering, as he'll bat with the runner in scoring position here and 2 away. Trying to keep the game close. Here's the pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. Back goes Hayward, still going back. And a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. His first homer here in the series. And the Giants have opened up their lead now 4-0.
Oh, that's a huge home run right here in the 8th, because that moves the lead to 4 runs now. Of course, a lot can happen between now and the bottom of the 9th. But for the time being, you wonder if they even need to turn to their closer in what would be a non-save situation.
Stepping in now, Angel Pagan.
Left fielder. Angel
As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Swing and a liner. Foul. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Here's the 1-2 delivery. And a cut fastball here that he started off a bit too far inside. It nearly got him.
And if there's one thing base stealers don't like, it's when you throw at their legs. Well, that's their meal ticket you're messing with.
Just out in front of that one, still 2-2. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Strike 3, and that'll put an end to a big inning. So they score 4 times on 4 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Giants 4 and the Cubs nothing. Leading off the inning, Chris Bryant, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base because they've been held in check all game.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Any surprise that this man here is back out there for an 8th inning of work?
Yeah, a little bit to me. I mean, you have the big lead. He's done his job. I thank the guy, pat him on the back and say, hey, you did a great job out there. Now go hit the showers.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with 2 good takes.
Oh, and there's a drive to deep left center. You can pretty much forget about this one. This is way out of here. So a solo shot here to left center field. His first homer so far in the series. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now.
And even though this is only 1 run, this is important. Not just because it gets them on the board, but also because they needed something to get the dugout going a bit. Give them some life.
Anthony Rizzo stands in now. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. No outs, nobody on. And low, it's a ball and a strike. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Cut fastball, and he's got to lean out of the way of that one.
Yeah, and he's got to be careful not to give up yet another home run here in this inning. So you can see they're approaching with caution here.
Line to the right side. Hence is there, 1 away.
Well, this guy on the mound right now isn't fooling anybody to start this inning. The home run was clearly hammered, and this ball's hit even harder, but with just a more favorable result out there on the mound.
Here's Ben Zobrist now. As he's swinging first pitch and sends a line drive out to left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
You think he was looking for a fastball there? I think he was. That's about as hard a hit ball as you're going to see, and he was right on that one.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Grounded to the right. To Crawford for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
This is always a tough throw here for a first baseman coming off the bag. You got to make sure that you don't just throw the ball right into the runner's back heading down to second base. Here he takes just a little extra time to make sure that he makes a good throw. And they're going to settle for just 1 at second.
Here's Addison Russell. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time, it's 0-1. I know we have a tendency in the media to get hung up on pitch counts, but this is a legitimate workload he's sweated through so far.
Yeah, anytime you get up around that 110 mark, you put in a full shift, and he's fast approaching it here.
Hit on the ground to short. And he is in there.
Well, this one's going to go as an infield single, and it keeps the inning rolling right here. Now, as you see, he tries to rush this ball over to second base, hoping to get the force, but it's going to get there just a little bit too late, and everybody's safe.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Javier Baez will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 9, Javier Baez.
And that swung on and missed for strike one. Runners left in scoring position, one of the big keys to this ball game so far. Looking to minimize the damage here. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike two. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there. You think there was any intent there?
I don't think so. I mean, he's just trying to bury that two-seamer in on the hands. Got away from him just a little bit.
He struck him out, and it could have been worse. The inning over with only a run coming across to score. So it may be too little too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. On to the ninth from Wrigley. It's the Giants 4 and the Cubs 1. Javier Baez will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Now catching, number 9, Javier Baez.
Kicking off the top of the ninth, Kelby Tomlinson, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Joe Smith come on now to start the ninth inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the ninth. Striding in to start the ninth, Kelby Tomlinson, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Miguel Montero is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Miguel Montero.
Grounded foul. Awfully close with the slider there, but it's 1-1.
1-1.
One and one, here it is. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
Swing and a line drive, but foul. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth.
Now batting, the pitcher,
Gregor Blanco will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
number 7, Gregor Blanco.
Watches a fastball right there for strike one. A runner at first with no outs here. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
Now, he's probably lucky he didn't make contact on that one.
Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Too high. 1-2.
And that's a good spot for that fastball on 0-2. That couldn't have been an easy take.
Nobody out, runner on first. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
This is just an excellent pitch right here. Location right at the bottom of the strike zone. And if you don't get him to swing through it, hopefully he's going to hit that ball on the ground somewhere, and you'll get ground ball outs. But they'll take that strikeout for out number 1.
Here's the center fielder, Denard Span. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And it'll be right on the bag as Montero nails him trying to take second.
Definitely a hit and run right there, and he's hoping to find the hole that's vacated by the shortstop covering the base. But once he fails to make contact, it's an easy out down there at second.
2 out, nobody on. A little bouncer. That winds up foul for the second strike. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Giants are down quietly as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Santiago Casilla is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Number 46, Santiago Casilla.
Chris Coughlin will get up off the bench to lead off the home half of the ninth, and they've certainly got their work cut out for them here, so he'll just need to work on getting aboard. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Span. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Well, that's pretty nice. You come into a ball game, you throw one slider, and you get yourself an out. Now, that'll help you settle right into the game.
Dexter Fowler will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it one pitch at a time, one runner at a time.
Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Casilla pauses, coming at him with the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
This is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
1 out, nobody on. And now a curveball as he's got to lean out of the way. That one nearly got him.
Nothing wrong with that. As much as it pains me to say, pitchers have the right to work inside.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Set to deal on 2-2. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
And you'll get a good look at the grip on his 2-seam fastball. You grip it along the narrower seams on the baseball, and that gives it that running action you don't see on the 4-seamers.
Kyle Schwarber will stand in, and their season hangs in the balance here as they're down to their final out. Here's the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike one.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
The 0-1 pitch. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. High and deep to straightaway right. Pence looks up. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series, and the Cubbies have made this a 4-2 game now.
One rule for being a successful closer, you gotta keep the ball in the ballpark. And he's still got a lead to work with after this home run, but his margin for error is pretty much gone now.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Chris Bryant. He's 1 for 4 for the game.
Chris Ryan.
Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time of it.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Well, that pitch has a lot of life up in the zone. It just takes off on you.
Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
2-1.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Span is under it. And the Giants have moved a step closer. They're off to the NL Championship Series.
Well, that's a pretty good celebration going on down there on the field, but they know that they have a lot of work left to do, and they'll start thinking about it all over again here in a couple of days when they play in the NLCS.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the ninth, but still, 8 strong innings for him, and he was hitting his spots all game long.
For Eric Harrow, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been the NL Division Series on MLB The Show.
Our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Giants. 4 runs on 8.